Everybody, morning. We need to have a serious conversation. And yes, it is about politics. I'm sorry. But we need to have these conversations. It's really important. Like, why didn't y'all do your homework on what a tariff is and how it works until after the election? Let's think about that for a minute. Because if you guys all did your homework before the election, you wouldn't just now be finding out that the small business owner that you're friends with might lose their business because of the tariffs that are coming into place. Because the last time Trump was in office that everyone's like raging was so amazing, but it wasn't. I don't know how many of you all know what Fry's Electronics is, but because of the tariffs that he put on Chinese goods the last time, closed that store. And it had been open since at least the 70s. I would hear stories about my grandpa, my mom's stepdad, going to that store to help build his own computers and program his own computers through that store. That store closed when Trump was in office because of the tariffs. They just couldn't sell things anymore because of how expensive it was getting for the consumer. People weren't showing up anymore. So we can watch a lot of small businesses fail and billionaires getting richer just because of the tariffs alone. No, let's talk about the VP and what VPs do, because a lot of people apparently don't know. So if you rooted for Trump because Kamala did not, quote, do enough in her 3.5 years, I hate to break it to you, but y'all need to rewatch Schoolhouse Rock, because VPs can break the ties in the House and Senate. They are there in case the president croaks and they take over. The only other responsibility of a VP is showing up to events that the president themselves cannot attend. So when Trump was in office, those G7 summits that he chose not to go to, that should have been Pence who went. But I didn't hear any of y'all complaining he was not doing his job. And for some reason, we seem to hold the Democrats to a way higher, more ridiculous standard, when the data and the statistics show that every time we've had a Republican president, they end up losing jobs. They end up lowering making the economy pretty gnarly. Not necessarily sufferable, but pretty bad. And then we always end up doing a blue wave after to fix it all. And then it's like in 4 years, everyone forgets what happened. So for those that are like, well, I voted for Trump because it was better under his presidency, COVID happened. Jobs shut. Millions of people lost their jobs because that's so much better than the expensive eggs we're dealing with, right? We were having refrigerated trucks holding dead people because there wasn't enough places to put them. We had mass graves going. And when restaurants were able to reopen, we had to scan the QR codes. I don't know how any of y'all forgot about that. I would rather wear a mask on my face for the 20 minutes I may be in Walmart to help keep myself and other people safe. And for those that were like, oh, well, that was government overreach. Well, so is them telling us what we can and cannot watch, what books we can and cannot read, what type of education we should be getting, and the fact that women are supposed to just carry dead babies. For those who lose the baby in utero, guess how you take it out? It starts with an A. And with miscarriages, same thing. Same thing. The only way to do anything about it, it starts with an A. That none of y'all want. It's already dead. You just got to remove it. But instead of calling it the surgery that it is, we're all using that A word. That's that A word. And we're letting people die. But yet somehow that's not government overreach. We should probably reconsider what government overreach actually is.